stuck in traffic. I wish to utter what others have felt and spoken before me, which is, what is the point of all this? I have come to a conclusion this week that we are exactly like those metaphorical Jews that were enslaved in Egypt and being forced to build a pyramid for a pharaoh that doesn't give a shit about him, of course. And in fact, I realized that we are all just that, just slaves, destined at birth to be just mere workers. I mean, what I'm saying here is really nothing revolutionary, but sometimes things are in front of our eyes and we don't really push the envelope to understand it clearly and all the way. But we are just that. You're born, you have to be part of a system that was created by others that you don't particularly like, or even that you potentially hate, but you are a part of a system and you have to be enslaved in it. You have to wake up, go to school against your will, learn stuff you don't give a shit about, and then be punished if you don't learn it. And later in life, you have to practice a job that you think you've chosen, but in fact there was only a few choices, so the choices were made for you before you were born, because your brain can only handle a certain number of subjects. So you were predestined to only like one thing or another, and choose a path or another that was pre-selected for you. I didn't have the opportunity to be an astronaut or God knows what. I have limitations, and the system uses those limitations and pushes me into a career so that I can perform a job, so that I can pay taxes. This is what it's all about. We're born to be enslaved in order to pay taxes to a system, and God knows what that money that I pay is going to be used for. In certain cases, like in the US, it's going to be used for war, bombs, and things like that. In other countries, it's to build palaces and enrich ministers and God knows whom. But the point being, you have to get up and work and pay taxes. That is really what it's all about. The myth of Sisyphus, who had to push a rock up a mountain only to see it roll back and have to push it again. That's basically a good metaphor for who we are. So we do all of this, and what for? So that we can basically die at the end, and it is all pointless. So basically that's what it is. I realized that my existence, as smart as I think I am, mistakenly of course, my existence is about working to further somebody else's agenda, and I have no choice. I have no choice. I cannot get off the grid and live in the savannah, like chasing wild boars and whatever. I have to be a part of the system. And once you're born in, once you have a child, the system is happy because you are stuck now. You have to care for that child. You have a lot less chances of becoming a rebel. The other thing is, when you buy a house, when you get yourself into loans and stuff, the system is happy because they know they got you. you have to keep paying into the system. So the whole system is rigged not for that individual to be happy and to create a good life. No. It is for that person to feel they have just enough freedom of choice to choose whatever narrow choices they had in front of them. In fact, to in the end, with those choices, follow a path that will make them perform more and more and pay more and more taxes. That's basically it. We are born as slaves, building someone else's pyramid, and that's the gist of it. That's my sad realization. I've always been a pessimist. I've always admired Arthur Schopenhauer and others like him, and never liked life, never enjoyed it, never thought it was great. I've coined this saying, which is that good times in life are like raisins on a turd. That's basically it. Life is shitty, and once in a while you have a good moment where you're having sex or you're meeting somebody and you have a good, I don't know, laugh or something, but it's all in the midst of shit. So life has shown me that I was right all along. And this coronavirus that not only has put a damper on our mentality or good moods or whatever, has also put a damper on our economies, our revenues. It just has continued to prove how shitty this existence really is. Some may say to me, well, you're a motivational speaker, and how can a motivational speaker be so wretched and so negative? Well, I'm not negative. I'm objective, and I'm seeing things clearly, and I'm experiencing life in all objectivity. I see all the troubles that come my way left and right, that I'm not even talking about those that I'm responsible for. I'm just talking about health and things like that. So why am I a motivational speaker in my day job and so negative on this video? Well, it's simple. Life sucks, but once I'm in it, my duty to myself is to be happy, to try to make it less sucky. And so if I had a choice not to be born into this or not to experience any of this, I would have chosen that. But now that I'm here, knowing all the shit that surrounds me on a daily basis, from the poverty I see, the disease, the wars, and all the heartache and pain, seeing all that, I still have to find a way to be happy, and that's what my job is to tell people, well, listen, don't lie to yourself and say, things will be fine. Look things in the eye and try to find the path to happiness despite all the sucky stuff that surrounds us. So yes, I am a motivational speaker. Yes, my job is to motivate people, but I do it in a way which says life is terrible. Now you gotta have to work 3 times, 10 times as hard to make it a good one. If life was utopia, well, you'd have to make less effort. Now, I'm telling you, it's really difficult to make money, to be happy, to find the woman of your dreams, to raise your children correctly and in a safe manner, things like that. It is what it is. So now you got to work really hard with me here to be happy. So that's the explanation. I'm only objective. I'm looking at things from a neutral vantage point. I'm not excited about things, and I'm not making things positive. I'm just looking at them for what they are. I know that I'm getting old. I know that my health is deteriorating like everybody else, and I know that my parents have died, and I know that things will continue to go awry. That's life. Now, before the end, let's find a way to be happy, but let's not lie to ourselves. It is really, really shitty and pointless. It's a hard thing to resolve and to put together in a way, but it is the way I look at things, and that's basically it.